Hey guys, it's Jessica and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm giving you guys a DIY glitter hot glue phone case tutorial. And if you've been to my channel previously, you might be wondering why the heck am I making another hot glue gun video? Because if you look back in my history, you will see this monstrosity. And it took a lot of work. I didn't really like the way it turned out. So this go around, I have a new hot glue gun, and I found a great discovery, which was glitter hot glue gun sticks. So that's why I wanted to redo this tutorial and make it a little more fun. Right, so now for supplies. First, you're gonna need a glue gun, which you obviously just saw, and then parchment paper, glue sticks. I'm using the glitter glue sticks, duct tape. I think it works better personally than Scotch tape, scissors, and then pencil and paper. That way you can draw out your design and then put it underneath the parchment paper to trace what you want very easily. So before I do any project like this, I always turn my phone off. I don't know if it does anything, but I'm just paranoid like that. And then what I did is I cut out the design so I could place it right on top of my phone. So there's the colors I picked out, and now time for the parchment paper. So I ripped out a piece I was pretty sure would cover my whole phone. I placed it in there, and I had to tear some of the parchment paper so I didn't have a bunch of excess. And then I took my duct tape and obviously cut some pieces off and taped that parchment paper together, and it definitely holds so much better than the Scotch tape. And then once you have everything taped down, you want to push down the corners so that way it's rounded out more like the shape of your phone. Now for the hot glue gun. For mine, I actually had to let it sit. I think it was 3 or 5 minutes or something like that for the hot glue gun to heat up. My other one was not like that, but this new fine-tipped one is. I'm not sure why. But anyway, I had to let it sit a little bit. So I kept testing it to see if it would work. And by the way, I have my floor or my work area covered in parchment paper as well, so if I needed to, I could squirt a little bit out onto it. And then I went ahead and started hot gluing, and this hot glue gun is so much nicer than my old one. The hot glue came out very, very easily, and surprisingly, these glitter glue sticks are very pigmented and so pretty, as you can see. And you can't forget, you gotta have your little circle space for your camera. And then I wanted to get rid of the light pink that was left in there, so I basically just started kind of outlining the phone, and then my camera overheated, so I went ahead and used the rest of the light pink to outline what I could. And to make sure it was completely silver coming out, and you can see my filming skills right here are horrible, but anyway, I wanted to make sure the silver was coming out good, so I used a little bit to outline the bottom, and I made sure to make room for all the holes on the bottom of my phone for the head jack, speaker, and then like the charger plug. But anyway, so once I had that done, I went ahead and started adding my second rows of stripes. And I don't know why, but for some reason with the silver, it was a little bit more difficult for the hot glue to come out. It would kind of like splooge out in like big clumps, and then other times it would come out perfectly fine, just like the light pink did. But anyway, so I went through and just added silver stripes in between each one of the light pink stripes, as you can clearly see on your screen. So after finishing up my stripes, then it was time to prepare for the next colors. And because I clearly was not going to need a whole glitter glue stick, cut them in the sizes I thought I would need. And then I just stuck them inside the hot glue gun. Then I had to use the rest of my silver, so I wanted to go along and finish the border. But then I had a problem, as you can see. I did not cut out areas for my volume, power, and mute. So whenever you guys do this, make sure you do that. In the end, my buttons still worked. I could still use them, except for the mute, because it's clearly covered in hot glue, so that ain't gonna happen. So then I cut off my next little piece that I thought I would need, stuck that in, and now it was time for the flowers. I wanted my flowers to be gold, and oh my god, guys, the gold is so pretty. So then I went ahead and started kind of putting flowers on. Then once the gold was on, I went to using the bright fuchsia pink to add a little dot in the center of each flower. Obviously, I cut the bright pink, the fuchsia pink, a little too bright, so I went ahead and started really defining the border or the sides of the phone case. So anyway, I did that to get rid of what was left. And as you can kind of see in the top right of your screen, I did squirt a lot out onto the parchment paper so I could make sure everything was working well, or if I needed to get rid of a color because I didn't want to use anymore on the phone case, I could just squirt it on there. Now it was time for the green. So here I just wanted to add little leaves in, and honestly, I think it made the phone case look so much better just by adding the leaves. And then the phone case was all done. So all I had to do was peel it right off. But as you can see, I think this turned out so much nicer than my other phone case that I made out of hot glue. It's very, very cute and it fit perfectly. So here you can see it all done, and I think it turned out so cute, and I love it so much more than my original hot glue gun phone case. And I did want to show you guys that both the power and volume buttons do work, even though I didn't cut them out. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. So sending pugs and kisses your way. Bye!